Hello, this is Terry Shaughnessy. I'm the men's spirituality coordinator here at Wisdom Ways, and I thought I would just take a moment to share about our upcoming offerings this fall that are starting with three different series of presentations and opportunities for us men to come together and share and reflect. And it's going to be broadly based on our catalog theme, which is gratitude. So there's so much to be grateful for. And each of these presentations will have that as part of their theme of spiritual growth, basically. And we're going to kick off coming back together for the first time in person this fall. We're going to be kicking off on September 27th with a local author, John Rosengren. John has actually been at Wisdom Ways before as a participant, and he has written over 10 books. The book that we're going to look at is called The Fight of Their Lives, and it's about a pretty historic baseball brawl from the 60s between two California players on different teams, and got very violent, ended up changing the lives of both of those men forever. And John is going to take a look at that story, the healing that came from forgiveness in those men's lives, as well as the theme of resentment. We're going to take a look at how to heal resentment with John Rosengren. And then another local expert is coming in, and that is Jeffry, Jeanetta-Wark. Jeffry is a very experienced local therapist. He has written a curriculum for men entitled Authentic Masculinity, beginning in October, over two-part series talking about his paradigm for healthy masculinity, the ways that men can be more balanced in their emotional lives, their spiritual lives, with some psychological insight, obviously, but also emotional maturity, wisdom for men, nonviolence. As Jeffrey has pointed out, we don't have enough positive examples of masculine ways to humbly be present instead of being violent. And then the third series that I'm going to be presenting, I've done several times before with Wisdom Ways, and it's always been really positively received by the men. It's called Bridges to Contemplative Living. It's a series of booklets that is facilitated primarily through the writings of the Trappist monk Thomas Merton. I personally have been studying Merton for over 30 years, and he's one of my most inspirational spiritual writers and teachers that I've ever encountered. I think he's profound. What we're going to be doing with the Bridges to Contemplative Living is using these booklets from the series, and there's two themes that we're going to look at specifically through individual booklets around the theme of joy and happiness. And then we'll have, again, time to integrate the material between classes or sessions that we share together. It tends to be really helpful for people who want to be integrating into their lives a slower pace, more contemplative spirituality. And that ends up being, in many cases, very profound. Each of these series is really kind of approaching our tried and true men's spirituality process here at Wisdom Ways, which for 20 plus years now we've been doing. And that is, the format tends to be bringing in someone who has something to teach, some experience around some spiritual wisdom, and then allowing the men in the group to break into smaller groups and reflect and discuss maybe a prompt, and then have the opportunity to safely and respectfully share from their hearts. And I consistently get back that is the core value that men long for in their lives. First of all, to have that experience with other men, but then secondly, they know when they come to a Wisdom Ways program that we offer that. And so I'm really excited that these three different presentations will facilitate that. And then finally, I want to encourage you also to consider our ongoing, it's 10 years now that Louis Doring and I have been offering men's centering prayer practice time twice a month here at Wisdom Ways. And that's something, even if you don't have a strong practice of centering prayer and you're just interested in spending time with men in silent contemplation or silent prayer or meditation, that's what we're doing. 7:30 in the morning we meet, the first and third Wednesday of the month for 45 minutes, and we spend 20 minutes in silence together, short reflection or teaching offered by Louis or myself, and then again, a safe space for men to do a little reflection and sharing. Very simple, but many men love to start their day this way, and we've developed an online community since COVID began, and we haven't been able to meet here in person. So we have men from different parts of the country actually joining us, and it's just a wonderful, positive, and very, very nice experience of gathering with men online. So I really encourage you to consider our programs, and I'm quite excited to be offering them to you. Thank you.